On October 1st ended behind a Walmart in Muscle Shoals. Sheffield Sergeant Nick Reisner was shot and died from his injuries the next day. Sheffield Police Lieutenant Max Dodson was shot twice, both rounds hitting his protective vest. He survived and filed a civil suit against Martin. WAAY 31's Matt Kroschel uncovered Martin paid Lieutenant Dodson to investigate people that Martin believed were, quote, after him. And now state investigators are asking questions about that transaction.
Matt is breaking this story for us live now from Sheffield. Matt, the police chief said Lieutenant Dodson had permission to do this work as a side job, and that previous connection to Martin had nothing to do with what happened the day the officers were shot.
Yeah, the chief here in Sheffield says he gave Dodson that permission to have the side job working as a private investigator. I checked in with the state who licensed private investigators here in Alabama. They say that he is licensed and able to do that work. But now questions about how all of this could potentially impact an upcoming trial and Martin's possible defense. The Department of Corrections released Brian Martin from an Alabama prison early on good behavior from a previous case where he admitted to killing his own father. Since that release, he's accused of shooting and killing a man, pushing that body out of a vehicle in Muscle Shoals, prompting a chase that ended in a flurry of gunfire with Sheffield Police. We've now uncovered this was not the first interaction Martin had with at least one of the officers he's accused of shooting. When not on duty for Sheffield PD, Dodson works as a private investigator, a practice perfectly legal and approved by his department. Sources close to this investigation tell me Martin previously paid Dodson to track down information about people Martin believed were out to get him, including a FedEx driver. Still, legal experts who have reviewed this new information tell me Martin's defense team could try to use that information to prove Martin had a history of mental issues. And legal experts say that could come into play during the trial and sentencing. Max Dodson actually called me a couple of minutes ago, and we talked a little bit about some of these allegations and about his work as a private investigator. He says that the work with Brian Martin occurred at least a year and a half before this shooting, October 1st, and he says that his talks with SBI investigators last week, they did not bring up anything to do with his work as a PI. We are live in Sheffield. Matt Kroschel, WAAY 31 News.
All right, thanks, Matt. And we are going to stay on top of this story and bring you the new information as soon as it becomes available.